I've been talking about this March for a very long period of time. This is the month to be more aligned. Clear it out. This is a quantum leap for consciousness. Do you want love? Hello and welcome back to yet another energy update. This time we are speaking about March 2023, and my goodness, I hope you're all buckled in. As I like to say, buckle up, babes. My name is Lucy Davis. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so we have just 3 days left of the energy that has been February. Now, I'm not sure about you, but this month has been such a beautiful, loving, really like deep connecting love in relationships, but also this massive fire in the belly to get things done, all whilst there's been a little bit of feistiness in the air. I don't know about you, but compared to January, it's felt lighter, faster, and much more powerful. That is, if that is even possible. How has your February been? Have you felt any of these energies that I'm talking about? I must say, before we go deeper into the energies of March, I am so excited to announce that Soul School 3 is being launched on Tuesday of next week for those who have previously attended one of the Soul School events. It will be going public on Wednesday, the 1st of March, which is interesting because it's St. David's Day. I'm pretty certain you will be extremely shocked and excited when you hear what is coming next. If you would like to be one of the first to hear the information, please do be sure to go to the description field of this video and click on the subscribe to newsletter link so that you can receive an email sharing all of the information on Wednesday when it comes out. Now, me being me, of course, I'm going to share on Instagram and Facebook. So do please remember to go and click those links also. Go and follow me on those social media channels. So on top of Soul School being announced on the 1st of March, March is going to see the return of the Self-Love Mastery Program. This is my 8-week course designed to absolutely blow the doors off of your limiting beliefs, self-sabotaging patterns. And if you choose, because it's all free will, create mastery within the self. Does that sound good to you? I think by the time you've listened to the energies, I think you're going to be certain that now is the right time to be stepping into that. Again, please do be sure to click on the link in the description field. Okay, let's head over to March and see whether the months of channeling, because I've been talking about this March for a very long period of time now. So let's check out if my channeling that March was going to be a hot to trot month. Let's see if that still has some colour to it. I've always felt March will be a turning point for us all in one way or another. And this is definitely coming through the energies that I was channeling earlier today. People are asking a lot of questions right now. Remember, where focus goes, energy flows. So we're going to start to see information, maybe even answers to our questions, which I know is going to excite some of you somewhat. Now, these could be political, personal, relationship, you name it, all of the questions that you have been thinking about could well come to fruition and get some answers. By the middle of the month, a newfound clarity will be gracing us with their presence. Expect a lot to come to the surface during this period of time. It's almost like the veil is going to be lifted. We're going to start to see some hidden truths coming to the surface. I'm going to be honest, it's going to get angry and it's going to get feisty in the political world. Now, as I was channeling this today, China and the US were coming through quite significantly. So I don't know if that's because I'm being called to go to both of these locations, which I know I am with the States, or if it's because of this energy information. So I'm going to put it out here. Don't shoot the messenger, is all I'm going to say at this point. Okay, so we have the equinox coming in March, which is going to be a turning point for many of us. March is going to be the start of a new evolution, and this is what I've been channeling for a very long period of time. This is going to be a consciousness shift like we have never experienced before on this planet, certainly not in this human vessel that we reside. There's going to be a new wave of spiritual awakening taking place on the planet. Now, if I've got one piece of advice for you for this month, the month of March 2023, it's focus on your spiritual journey. This is the turning point, like I say. Be very aware of getting caught up in the old patterns, the old distractions, the perceived old-fashioned variety of fun. Be aware of staying true to who you are. Recognize where you are being led back to old ways. Trust me when I say this is the final push from the darkness to take some of the brighter souls down with it. Work on your soul. Listen to it. Connect with this beautiful divine heart space. It's time to release all of the old emotions of control, resistance, anything like that, to what you know feels right deep inside. Now, this next piece is going to sting very, very slightly. Some of you it's going to trigger the heck out of, let's be honest about it. You can't save anyone but yourself. So please stop trying. Please remember to focus on you. Yes, we are going to lose some of our favorite people during this process to old ways. However, we have to trust that it's all happening for them. This consciousness shift will create feelings of being ungrounded. Bearing this in mind, we must up our self-love and our self-care during this discomfort. Prioritize you and what you require. Allow people to mirror and follow you off the back of your focus, your laser sharp focus, which is a thing this month. We are going to have so much clarity and we're going to be able to focus on something to really, really, really get it done. There's a powerful get shit done energy that is coming through. Anything that is not aligned with you and the direction that you are choosing to take your life requires being removed. Now, that might mean that your relationship will break down because one of you wants to go in one direction and the other one maybe is scared to do that. It might mean that you have to say goodbye to your career. Now, I'm not saying just do that. I'm saying go where your intuition guides you, go where you feel right. I'm receiving a lot of emails at the moment from people that are telling me that they're in the last weeks of their job because something just told them to leave. They're stepping out of relationships because, you know what, as much as I love that person's values don't align to mine anymore. So please do not judge yourself. Just recognize that this is very much the energy that is going. Now, I do want to remind you, please do not do anything knee-jerk. Knee-jerk is such an old-fashioned three-dimensional way of living. So remember to breathe, recognize if it is your ego, recognize if it is something that you are scared of, before you go in and potentially sabotage. This is the month literally shoving people to be more aligned, to live more aligned, to do things that feel right to them. It's time to sit down, ask questions, and really feel in to what is right for you. The old version of us is no longer here. Like, you might look the same, but you have changed. You're not that person anymore. Be very careful to cling on to the words of people that never wanted you to change and evolve. Be very careful to be stuck in a situation whereby you are scared to say goodbye to the old faces because of familiarity. If people do not align with you, they are going to get stripped from your life, whether you like it or not. This is the world taking a huge quantum leap towards high levels of consciousness. Now, that doesn't resonate with everybody. Not every soul on the planet is ready to evolve. It's time to step away from the past. It's time to look yourself in the eye and say, do I want to be this conscious creation that God has sent me down here to be? Do I want to have that connection with God, the divine source, whatever you want to call it? Or do I want to stay living in the past because of familiarity? Do I want to stay living in the past because it's comfortable, even if it's not very comfortable? Do I want to stay living in the past because it's convenient? It saves me having to level up. It saves me having to look at myself, because let me be straight with you. Whether you do it this time round or the next time round, you're going to have to do it at some point. So my desire for each and every one of you, and yes, this is coming from ego, is do the frickin' work now. Do the work now. We are in a period of healing, massive healing. I'm actually doing a healing event this month in March, because of the huge drive in the energy for people to level up and heal. So I know the results that we will get from that healing session. It's like a 2-hour session. They're going to be so significant that why wouldn't I utilize these energies that we've got right now to experience that? Now, healing comes in many, many, many ways. Healing sometimes comes in, decluttering your home. Healing sometimes comes with cutting yourself free. Healing sometimes comes by changing your job. Healing sometimes comes by physically changing your diet or your exercise regime. Like, there are so many different ways of healing, but you cannot heal unless you are prepared to ditch the past. Now, in the new moon update that I did just a few days ago, it was shown very clearly that people are just going to change. I was explaining to you that a lot of people are in and around me are changing the country that they live. They're changing their home. They're, like I say, changing their partner. So recognize within you what it is that you need to heal so that you can step forwards. Are you stuck in your ways? Are you scared of becoming the conscious being because I've got no friends that I'll be able to speak to? Are you scared of love? Are you disconnected from love? Does love, when love comes along, do you want to sabotage it? That was me. I'm going to be honest with you. That was me. This is the first relationship that I've been in that I am actually like standing and saying, nope, I'm not going to sabotage this. Like, if it ends, that's a different thing, but I'm not going to sabotage this relationship. And that's huge. Like, that's a massive amount of healing. Like, any of my exes that listen to this will be like, oh, she's changed, because I was the runner. I was there, right? I'm done. I'm running away. Recognize your miscommunications. Recognize everything from your past that is just starting to crop up again. And ask yourself the question, do I want this? Or what is it that I actually want for my life? Now, this is going to be harsh for some of you, because it means some of your friends are going to start to step away from you. Some of the people that you thought you would know for the rest of your life are going to start to step away from you, maybe even family members. This is a quantum leap for consciousness. And the only way you are going to be able to take that quantum leap with ease and grace, I mean, it's going to be tough anyway, but with ease and grace, more ease and grace than others, you must be strong enough not to take things, your baggage, with you. Every single human being on the planet is walking around with a massive backpack on their back with all of their trauma and all of their, toxicity in. Even the people that say, I don't have any trauma and I don't have any toxicity, I'm going to call bullshit on that. Like, it's there. Now, some of you know that you're tilting backwards right now because that backpack is just so bloody heavy. Some of us are balanced with it. Some of us are kicking the straps off and we're ready to ditch it and leave it on the floor. That's where I am right now. I am ready to take that leap, and anything that is slowing me down, any of the reeds like at the bottom of a river, any of those that are holding me back, they need to be cut. That said, when you make these decisions, you must recognize that it's not from a trauma or an ego perspective, because you'll only have regret. Make sure you are doing everything that you possibly can to recognize, right, why would I be sabotaging this? Why would I be feeling this way? And let's be real, our intuition is firing on all cylinders right now. So it's a difficult one to go, right, is this my ego or is this my intuition guiding me? It's very, very challenging right now. A lot of people will make up excuses because they are scared. Lies and deceit are not going to be tolerated in this energy. Not from the government, not from our partners, not from our family, none of it. We want facts. We are demanding facts. There is a real step forwards into a almost like a protest energy again. Sorry, my nose is really itchy. And what this basically means is that my guides are about to channel me. So I have to just say, no, now is not the right time. But if they want to channel me, they'll come through. But, you know, I just, please don't think I'm just, it just happens, you know, like, it's just one of those things. I all of a sudden start really like doing this with my nose, and then they basically wait for permission and then they channel. So there is going to be a huge feisty, almost like a protest energy. I'm not sure if there's going to be protests. I mean, there may well be, but we want facts. We're demanding facts now. Like they're really giving me this, like almost like hammering something, like a legal hammer kind of thing. We want facts. You know, tell us the truth, that kind of thing. You will know if somebody's lying to you. You will know if deceit is being spun, and you will not tolerate it. It will almost be like this repellent of, no, I'm not having that, not in my life. Now, somebody who hasn't done the healing work will panic and will try to cover up and try and backtrack and probably even have a go at you for feeling like that and make you feel crazy. Trust yourself that your intuition and your inner dial is working for you. Remember to check the ego though. Is this my ego? Am I trying to sabotage it? God, we're living in a bloody complicated period of time, ladies and gents, aren't we? Oh my gosh. Like, as if we didn't have enough on our plates. And here we are trying to decipher whether somebody is being deceitful or lying to us, or if it's our ego, or if it's our intuition. Like, I mean, why did we sign up for this again? If anybody wants to just drop me a note in the comments to let me know why we signed up for this. I jest. I love this journey. I feel so empowered on this journey. I love it and I hate it. Some days I'm like, why are you doing this to me? You know, victim. But 99.9% of the times I'm like, okay, thank you. Thank you for making me level up. Thank you for clearing my communication skills up. Thank you for making me sit with this and feel this. Thank you for giving me the power to open my heart further. Thank you for giving me the gift of being a human so that I know what it feels like for other people. It's actually quite interesting. Now, I've been talking about natural disasters for some time. The last couple of months have really, Mama G, as I like to call her, Mother Nature, she is purging massively right now. Like, she has had enough. She is fed up. So we are going to see natural disasters. I'm focusing on the earth more. So whether that's flooding or earthquakes, I'm not too sure, but I'm feeling that she is going to this month continue to purge, like the earthquake and like the other bits and pieces that have been going on. So do keep an eye on that. She's purging and we are purging as well. She has to purge so that she can ascend. We have to purge all of our trauma and all of our toxicity so we can physically ascend. Our bloody amazing planet Gaia, you know, Earth, is no different to us. It's a conscious being. She is purging the healing that she needs to go through, the things that unfortunately have happened to her. So she's doing that, utilizing natural disasters. I don't know why I'm being shown a volcano erupting, so just maybe keep an eye open for volcanoes as well. In the March energy, especially the second half of the energy, I feel as if the air, there's going to be something going on with the air. Now, this is really interesting because I am supposed to be flying back to the UK in the second half of March to have my, I've got some work being done on my car, and then we were going to drive my car back over, but I'm not too sure. I don't know if this is going to be a lockdown, or I'm not too sure if this is going to be more activity from interdimensionals or something like that, but I just keep being shown look up. So I don't know, like I say, if that means planes are going to be halted again, or, you know, and I'm just saying this very loosely. I'm not saying that that's actually what's going to happen, but just look up. Second half of this month, look up, keep an eye on what's going on above you. So that's the earth and the sky that you need to keep an eye on. A really beautiful thing about March is that we are really starting to come together. So there is unification and unity that is taking place. What I mean by that is, and again, I'm being shown protests as I'm saying this. So people are going to come together and they're going to rise up. We are basically saying, no more, not on our watch. We don't want this anymore. We want to live in peace. We want to live in harmony. We want to come together. We want to build the future. Now, my right hand has just really started itching whilst I've been talking about this. That's really fascinating. So we're going to be receiving something. We're going to be receiving something in regards to rising up, unity and unification. We're going to start pulling together, pulling our ideas together. And what I'm saying here is it might be a good time to form partnerships, whether that be in love, whether that be in business. It might be a good time to form partnerships and actually create things for the future. The old is going out of fashion. The old trauma and pumping and, politics, all of that stuff, that's the old stuff. Be very aware that that is being migrated out. They're the words they've just given me. It's going to be migrated out. So do keep an eye on that. If I was you, I would start focusing on how you can up your spiritual journey. Like I said at the beginning, there is only one thing that I would recommend everybody do this month, and that is focus on your spiritual journey. If you are not focusing on consciousness, if you are not focusing on how you can be a better person, then you are going to get left behind in this initial, the next wave that is coming in. So like I say, along with unity and unification becomes a new level of hope. There is a new level of hope that is going to come through because of the actions that certain human beings are taking. Now, I did a really beautiful video with Charlie Ward a few days ago now, and we were talking about leadership. And I actually said, no, I don't think we need leaders. But what I actually meant is we don't need the old dictatorial style of leaders, which is what most perceived leaders are. This new hope is bringing through new people, and I actually see lots of new spiritual mentors coming through. I actually see a whole new round of hope in many, many different areas. So getting rid of the old, getting rid of the politics, getting rid of the, the truth stuff, and stepping into the reality of our actual reality that we want to live. So there's a new level of hope, and I don't know about you guys, but we bloody well need that. We really need something to just dangle a carrot of something so that we can have it. Now, like I say, although February has been a really quite a light, beautiful, loving month, it's very important that we actually step through into this higher level of hope and healing. Talking of healing, this month, like I said, is going to bring through a really beautiful healing energy. We are stepping out of our old bodies and into our much more energetic body. With that said, that means we need to do different things to what we used to do. Comment in the chat if you have had any electric shocks recently, or maybe if you are like me and you're blowing different things up. I often blow electrical goods up. Batteries go, light bulbs go, you name it, it all goes on with me. But this is because we're stepping up into that much higher vibration body, that much more energetic body that we've all been waiting for. We've all been praying for our light bodies. We've all been praying to step into this beautiful space of healing. And here we are right now in this now moment, we are stepping into that. Now, on that note, March is a really great month to have a complete clearing of your energy field. Now, I'm talking your person, I'm talking your home, I'm talking your car, I'm talking your career, I'm talking about absolutely everything. Look at what is sticking to your energy field. What are you clinging on to? What codependencies do you have? What relationships are you like? Really, it's almost unhealthy. And I know you don't realize when you're in a relationship if it's healthy or it's not healthy, especially when it's with a child or something. A lot of people don't realize that they're codependent on their children or on their parents. Very, very interesting topic of conversation, that one, and maybe I'll do a separate video on that. Look after your energy field. Take time out, ground, be present, be still, get off your phone, turn your phone off at night, switch your Wi-Fi off, get out into nature is my best advice. The best healing that you can get is barefoot on the earth. There is nothing that compares to Mother Nature giving you her energy and providing you her healing. This month is going to be massive around decluttering. Massive. Clear it out. Get rid of everything that no longer serves you. If something isn't about your future, i.e. it's your past, get rid of it. Now, I've spoken recently about getting rid of old photos, getting rid of old gifts that people have given you or exes have given you, things like that. It is time, ladies and gents. You're staying in the past by keeping them around you. How much do you want this? Do you want to evolve, or do you want to stay stuck? Because there are people that are going to stay in the realm that we currently reside. What are you prepared to do for your future self? Are you prepared to say, right, that's it, I'm going through everything, I'm getting rid of all the old clothes that I'm never going to get back into again? Like having those reality checks with yourself. And not only is it your energy field in your home and your car, and, you know, give your car a good clean, you know, get rid of all the old stuff that you've got in your car, go to your work, clear out your desk. And on top of that, know that by default of this, your karma is going to get a clearing. It's going to get cleansing. Again, that's another part of this month's energy. There is going to be a massive karmic clear out. If you are owning things, if you are stepping into your truth, if you are setting your boundaries and you know who you are, your karma is going to be being collapsed. Oh my God, I don't know about you guys, but that is one thing that I will be so glad to see the back of. We have so much access to creativity under this energy because it is so powerful and so fast. Like time is speeding up at such a significant rate for those choosing to evolve. And this basically brings in this new surge of energy. Like I said, get shit done energy. And what comes with that is being really creative. I'm working on my business big time right now. I keep saying to David, like, I am so focused, like I am laser focused. I am loving my work right now. I'm loving the soul school. I'm loving the, you know, I'm loving getting Self-Love Club membership ready to go again. I'm loving getting Self-Love Mastery ready to go again. I'm just loving my work. I'm loving, you know, the activation adventures that we do. I'm loving the video content that comes out of those. Like I am loving it right now. And if you are not in that powerful mode of creation, know that you are holding on to too much from the past. It's making you stagnant. You need to release these people or these things or whatever that is keeping you stuck. Oh, I felt a little bit passionate right then. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Now, whenever I talk about boundaries, most of you cringe and you tweak and you get uncomfortable in your chair and your bottom starts to get a little bit like, oh, don't do it, Lucy, don't do it. Well, I'm going there again. Boundaries are extremely important. I mean, they're always important, but right now you need to know what is okay and what is not. Now, if you don't know what is okay and what is not okay, you don't know who you are. You can set boundaries without pushing people away. You can set beautiful, healthy boundaries at that from love. They don't need to be an argument. It doesn't need to be a big traumatic blowout. You can set boundaries very clearly and say to somebody, hey, that boundary that we set, you're overstepping the mark, very easily and with love. If you don't know who you are, go check out my 5-day breakthrough program. It will help you remember who you are. And then you can start to say, well, this is a boundary I need. And now for some of you, because you've never had boundaries, it's going to be difficult to implement them, especially with people that you love, because they've got used to you not having them. It's not an easy one, but my gosh, will it help you so much. As I mentioned earlier, your intuition is going to be coming online a lot more. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. I keep getting this feeling coming through me, and I know, like, I know better. I know I am extremely intuitive. Like, I'm probably one of the most intuitive people, you know, that I know. But I still go, is that my ego saying that, or is that my intuition from time to time? I've got a few things that are going on at the moment, and I'm like, oh God, is that me making that up, or is that my intuition? Learn to trust yourself. Learn to trust yourself. Now, for my little isolated bunnies out there, you will be pleased to know that March is going to bring a really beautiful community social feel. There's going to be joy. There's going to be fun. So choose it. Choose to have as much joy as you possibly can in your life. Now, when I say social, I'm not talking about going to the pub or going out for dinner and getting drunk or going to the club. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you are just going to want to be around more people. You're going to want to be around your loved ones. You're going to want to be out in nature. You're going to want to be doing more, whether it's on your own or all together. You're going to want to find your tribe. You're going to want to step into the community that you feel part of and that you feel privileged to be. So if you are one of my little isolated bunnies, please take the motivation that is coming through March to embrace that. Say to yourself, I am worthy of joy. I deserve to be around good people. And then take the action. I do see a level of power struggle taking place. Is it power struggle that I want to like conflict where power is concerned? I'm not sure it's a struggle per se, but I just feel that in politics, in your work, in potentially in your relationships, there is going to be this feeling of, why is this person trying to take away my power? Why is this person trying to close my voice down? What, and in governments, it will very much be, the typical stuff that happens in governments, putting each other down when really they're the same. They're two sides of the same blooming coin, I think it's just an act that they put on for us to perceive that there is a power struggle, when in reality, they're all on the same side. So, that's why I am so disengaged from the politics side of things these days, because they're just both the same thing. And for me, it's just a movie. Like it's just a theatre show. I don't know, whatever. Theatricals, I think that's the right words to use. So, as I said earlier, this month is really bringing in a beautiful, beautiful sense of transformation for everybody, bringing in stability and security. So if you are choosing to transform, if you're choosing your spiritual journey, if you're choosing the high levels of consciousness, if you're choosing to heal, if you're choosing to level up and immerse in joy and community and healing, then you are going to be absolutely flying with this energy. There is a massive push to focus on health and healing. And what's very interesting, probably about, I don't know, 5 to 10 of my current clients or past clients are all studying homeopathy right now. And it's really fascinating that today, all I've been getting is the plants have the answers, the plants have the answers, the plants have the answers. So the plants will be rising in this area. We will be looking for natural sources to be able to heal our body from a physical perspective. So do keep your eyes peeled for that. Have a little look. And, if you're drawn to pick a plant, pick it and then figure out what it is, or do what you need to do to figure out what it is. It's extremely important. Like, our old wisdom is coming back online. This spiritual awakening, this new sense of energy, it's bringing the old wisdom back through. Now, many of you guys out there are the wizards, the witches, the healers, so what combination of things coming together is going to heal you and heal us as a collective, which is all we need to focus on right now. I'm excited to say that by the end of this month, the month of March, love, love, love. You will be flying in love by the end of this month. Whether that is with yourself or with your partner, or if you are single, it could well be a new partner coming in. Love is the answer, no matter the question. If you love something, put the effort in. If you can't love someone, love yourself. If you find the opportunity of love is making you sabotage it, chances are you're not loving yourself. What do you want? Who do you want to be? Love is the answer, no matter the question. So please, through the month of March, focus on what feels right to you. Those old people, those old things, they're not going to be there. They're going to be taken. So you can either recognize that now and step through it, or you can sit and let it be more painful, dark night of the soul stuff. We're been given a really good opportunity right now to level up and heal. to step into a space that many of us have never known in our life. Do you want love? Do you want to feel connected? Then stop sabotaging it. Focus on you. Love yourself. And remember, as I've said 10 times in the last minute, love is the answer no matter the question. The only way we're getting out of this cycle, the only way we're getting out of this, the only way we're going to heal is by love. So my recommendation to you is figure out what is stopping you loving, whether it be you or somebody else. Start working on that healing journey. Ladies and gents, I love you to the moon and stars. I hope this is a good insight into what is coming through March. I am going to link back to a really beautiful video that David and I did on Monday of this week, all around healing. So do go and check that out. It was a very powerful live that we did on YouTube. And I just feel really drawn to share it with you again here. Ladies and gents, I'll see you in the next video.